Magandang araw mga ka-aerial defense, may ibabahagi na naman ako sa inyo. Dahil ngayong araw na ito ay may pag-uusapan tayo tungkol sa depensa, Pilipinas agad na nagpadala ng eroplano para hamunan at palibutan ang barko ng China. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy, wag mo muna kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Manatiling nakatutok sa aming channel para updated ka sa balitang militar at West Philippine Sea. Nagpadala agad ng eroplano ang Philippine Coast Guard upang masubaybayan at hamunan ang presensya ng barko ng China. Narito po ang buong video, panoorin po ninyo. Binabantayan muli ng Philippine Coast Guard ang pangalawang barko ng China na natukoy na dumaan sa karagatang sakop ng Northern Luzon, unang kinumpirma ni PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea Commodore J. Tariela. Ang pagdaan ng Chinese ship Dian K1 Hao, 46 na kilometro lamang ang layo mula sa coastal town ng Santa Ana, Cagayan. Ito ay maliban pa sa research vessel ng China na Zhongshan Dazu na naunang natunton sa katubigang sakop ng bayan ng Itbayat sa probinsya ng Batanes, ang pinakahilagang probinsya ng Pilipinas, ayon kay Tariela. Bagaman hindi pa matiyak sa ngayon kung ano ang pakay ng Dian K1 Hao, sinusubaybayan ng Coast Guard ang galaw ng barko, lalo na at ito ay nasa karagatan na ng bansa. Sa inisyal na monitoring ng PCG, lumalabas na diretso ang paglalayag nito habang dumadaan sa karagatan ng Pilipinas, kaiba mula sa naging paglalayag ng naunang Chinese research vessel. Una na ring lumabas ang Zhongshan Dazu, matapos ang paghamon ng PCG sa presensya nito sa karagatan ng bansa. Ayon pa kay Tariela, tuloy-tuloy na susubaybayan ang ikalawang barko hanggang sa tuluyan itong makalabas sa Exclusive Economic Zone ng Pilipinas. Ngayong buwan ng Abril, 2 Chinese research ship na ang namataang pumasok sa karagatang sakop ng Northern Luzon.
As of today, the one that we monitor that is conducting marine scientific research near Batanes already, as I said, already departed yesterday. This time we are currently monitoring another research vessel off the coast of Cagayan as of yesterday. But we are not yet certain whether it is conducting marine scientific research, because unlike the other research vessel that we monitored in Batanes, it is currently navigating continuously, and it is not forming a navigation plan, like, coming up with different patterns as if they're doing something. So the only thing that we're doing right now is to ensure that the research vessel off the coast of Cagayan is not doing that kind of thing, and that it will eventually just pass through our exclusive economic zone.
And are we still deploying Philippine Coast Guard vessels on those areas to monitor?
Well, with regard to the Coast Guard vessels, since this Chinese research vessel that we are monitoring is already off the coast on the east side, our strategic deployment are pretty much concentrated on the West Philippine Sea. So we can only commit our aircraft to monitor this research.
Mas pinalakas pa ng Pilipinas ang air patrol nito sa West Philippine Sea sa tulong ng 20 world-class drones o Unmanned Aerial System o UAS na donasyon ng Australia na nagkakahalaga ng 34 million pesos sa ginanap na handover ceremony sa Mariveles, Bataan. Formal na tinanggap ni Philippine Coast Guard Commandant Admiral Ronnie Hill Gavin ang drones kahapon mula kay Australian Ambassador HKU, kabilang sa itinurn over ang 15 short-range UAS, 4 na medium-range UAS at isang long-range unit. Ayon sa PCG, nagtungo sa Pilipinas ngayong linggo ang drone specialists mula sa Australia, para sa 4 na araw na pagsasanay sa 30 miyembro ng PCG Aviation Command Unmanned Aerial Vehicle Squadron kaugnay sa paggamit ng mga drone. Maliban sa paggamit sa drone sa pagpapatrolya sa West Philippine Sea, dideploy din ito sa matataong lugar sa PCG districts.
After them, it's my turn, okay? Excuse lang po, it's my turn. Look right here.
Now we're going to watch them do the exhibition. Yeah.
Pwedeng nakaluhod yung iba. Tayo yung iba sa likuran.
Alright, eyes here guys. Ready? Okay, over to the media. And then everyone.
This is used on other unmanned aerial systems in the Middle East, right? All over the place at the moment. Watch the payload day. So I can put this battery here, I can put the suit in if I want, swap it around, whatever I need to do. 9.5 kilos. enough. You can control it by controller or computer anywhere as well.
Anywhere in the world.
You can log in, remote, like a secure VPN connection. So just once it takes off, it'll be we don't have it turned on here, so we can just use radio.
Mainit na yung cellphone. Kaya mo yun? Kaya ko ate. Pwede sa ulo. Bilis yung pinalipay ng kahapon dito.
Alright, so we'll have everyone readjust your cameras for a second. So, this is the side pack called the precision payload delivery system. And what it is, it's constructed of foam to balsa wood. So we were able to put two together in a day. People who get really skilled and used to this will put this together for in about an hour, I believe. Yes. So what'll happen? It'll get loaded onto this launch rail. There'll be a big long elastic band, a bungee cord, that'll get staked off in the distance, obviously not towards objects. And when we're ready, we'll upload a flight plan, have it programmed to go do the mapping and the surveying that we want it to do. Then we'll pull a little release. Once it will shoot it off up into the sky, where the motor will kick in, and it will start flying and executing that mission exactly as the program through our tablet.
So this is an Australian-made, fully Australian-made drone, and it's constructed essentially from a small flat pack that only weighs a few kilos.
So this one is just catapult, right?
So that's the catapult exactly. So yeah, there would usually be a bungee cord connected to that, but it also can be handled.
Yeah.
That is, yeah, it's the final product. That's exactly what it looks like. So it's largely a paper wood. Yeah, and it took us about a day between the two of us to construct the two of us.
Is that lightweight?
Yeah.
It's very lightweight.
Yeah.
So, you know. So what system are wow.
So at the moment we don't have a payload on it, but we're working with a company to develop a mapping payload.
And then once you're done, you're finished flying, you just take off these rubber bands, and then the wings will fold up. So it folds down into a very small, compact thing that can fit inside a nice hard case.
So we're looking at mapping payload, but you could also use it for search and rescue or something like that to deliver a satellite phone or water or medication to someone, and it just lands on its belly.
So it's lightweight.
Up to about 3 hours, really. Yeah.
It has several different payload configurations and battery quantities. So the more batteries we put in, the less payload we can take, but the longer it lasts.
Can you fit in a camera as well there?
Correct. So the way you would put the payload in is this is the payload bay in here. So when you get your particular sensor or payload, you'd cut out a little section here, and then it would insert in top. When it takes off, the payload swings down, and then that can be your camera, your sensor, whether it's thermal or perspective or high. And then you can see here, so this is the hook that will hook onto the catapult launcher. So that'll drop off once it gets in flight, and then continue on.
So what are the capabilities of the small quadcopter? What kind of cameras does it have?
So
How many megapixels?
the
We have two different types of sensors on the multi-rotors. One of them has a 1-inch 48 megapixel mapping camera with about a 58-degree field of view. And so that's in conjunction with an RTK, so a real-time kinematic device, to make sure that the GPS readings of the map is within, millimeters accurate. So when we take the pictures, we put them all together, we know exactly where everything is. And then both types of cameras have a radiometric camera. So this is a thermal camera.
Nice.
Particularly search and rescue when you're looking for body signatures or even wildlife management. It's really good for at night time picking out various wildlife.
So it can be used at night. It can be used at night.
Sorry?
It can be used at night.
Correct. So each of the Skydios come with LED lights on all the arms, so you can set up various light configurations as well as turning on a strobe that can be seen from 5 kilometers away. So between that, the infrared camera for the thermal camera, it can easily fly at night, which really helps it during night search and rescue, missing persons, that wildlife sort of point. And then the other type of sensor has, you get the exact diameter of the lens, but it has up to 75 times it.
Okay.
So you can read a number plate from like 3 kilometers.
But this one is not offered.
Correct. So the design of the airframe itself, it has an engine component and it has an avionics component. They are reusable. However, the frame is only good for about 20 flights before it just starts to weaken and decompose. Which means it's environmentally friendly because it will degrade and it will come through. But when we ship these, you come with the cardboard for many frames, and then just an engine. So once it gets a bit old, you build a new one, you take the engine off, you put the engine on the new one, and away it goes.
Does it require a very high technology to do this? Or?
The technology that went into creating it, but to fly it is very easy. Putting it together is simple. It's just glue gun and tape. And then flying it is just using a tablet to say where you want it to fly and what to do. And that's it. So using it's very simple, but they've put a lot of thought and technology into making it very simple to use without a lot of training.
Thank you.
Yes.
Para sa mas madaming update tungkol sa ating depensa, paki-follow at like muna ng aming page na nasa description na ang link. Huwag mo na rin kalimutan mag-like, share and subscribe. Pindutin mo na rin ang bell para updated kayo sa aking mga bagong video. Maraming salamat po.